Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! You try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This quarterback part of their running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense.
Nobody don't know the fucking YouTube.
And consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working.
I'm glad you did.
10 plays on the opening drive. Cap it off with a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
He'll bring it out. It's Cutler. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
You YouTube Mississippi playbook too, then. That's what you do. Fuck. Ole Miss. Let me get that right. Ole Miss playbook. Fuck.
Looking downfield, it's Pena.
Yeah.
Finds the tight end. Runs
Bro, play that motherfucking Cowboys ball.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved
Look
the
at that.
market at the 29. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. At this point in the season, you're probably in it if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out.
Makes the grab down the middle, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Snagged out of the air. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Using his legs, it's Yates. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Pena. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it.
I don't care what you use. Don't use. Don't got nothing to do with it, nigga. It's like on your hand when you get like a hoe.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running to the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. Looks through the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, freshman, get out of there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Complete on third down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get a dynamic run.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pettis. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
That's probably YouTube too.
Down Sooner. An impressive, long, methodical,
holding R2.
meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the
Confusing
ball
the hell out of
downfield,
me.
didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution?
Yeah, we're gonna knock number 9.
Running and throwing the football. Wow.
We knew that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cutler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense
Should have
on the
beat
field.
motherfucking
They find themselves
off.
trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. And
there we go. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and
That's
keeps
his
his drive
motherfucking
moving.
fast.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw, it's Pena. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Got room to work. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking to throw, it's Pena. Finds his man, it's Jennings. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Yates.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Yates. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. The short hands. It's Yates. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
On the run, it's Yates. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Pena. Lets it go to the end zone. Why not trying to get it in? They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2.
Field goal.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Here we go. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just...
Why can't it is a zone? It's a zone blitz.
Throwing the ball to his receiver.
Yes, I did. It's a zone blitz, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
Defense gets the big stop.
It's more than 2 people. It's more than 2 people. I don't want to hear that shit. 75, man. It's 3 people going at you. That's a zone blitz. I don't want to hear that.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a
zone blitz. I don't want to hear that shit.
And the coach will take the penalty.
370? Man, I don't know what you're looking at, but okay.
Defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's going to run it. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
That's a pretty good job by this
It
defense.
don't. It don't. So I don't even know what you tripping on. You gonna take this loss like a man. Chill out.
Limit the damage. Nice job
I'll make up shit. Damn, boy.
Make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle
Boy.
that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cutler. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Keeps it himself and gets the first. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Finds his tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Pena. That's caught. It's Bryant. 45 on its way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
With the catch, it's Yates.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's on the 40. Running inside the 20s. Touchdown! Oh,
I know you did, because that bitch was floating in the air for a long time.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir.
Hey, in that safety, they caught that motherfucker got like 96 speed.
The house. What a play.
he'll bring it out. It's Cutler. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Oh, it's a fumble.
Get it.
And the defense jumps
Oh,
out
they
and gets
cheating.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the to scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
To the air, it's Pena. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Now, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling
They'll
with his
try y'all like y'all
Two picks here in the
toast.
third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Toss sweep to the right.
Okay, freshman,
Finds a little
get out
space.
there.
Past the first down marker and still running.
Okay,
They
freshman.
bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make
Okay,
sure I shut
freshman.
this down the next time they run it.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
What is L2? What are you talking about?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play.
Goodness gracious. Them niggas getting pancaked.
Catch and run before he stopped.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Pena.
Ah, come on.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down.
Freshman, you gotta move a little fast. Get it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's got it. First down.
That nigga got hooked.
Oh, he's got some space.
And that lineman got hooked,
Drained all
man.
the suspense out
The
of the fourth
last
down
second.
conversion, moving the chains easily.
tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it at the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes.
Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll try the left side. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Oh, it's a reverse. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Back has it.
Damn, he's slow.
They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working.
That nigga was faster, bro.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Pettis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Dumps it off in the
That nigga clicked off, boy. That nigga clicked off. I'm telling you.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a... downs.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that.
No
They got
wicked,
it
bro.
at
He
the
ain't just
25.
get out.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range.
That's a pig.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown ball.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off.
All right, let's go.
This crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field. Looks like he's going to bring it out.
God,
They
man,
drag it
feed.
down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Complete in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down.
Ooh.
Fighting off the defender. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Red pass is complete. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the
Toasted.
when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jennings. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Pena. He's taking the deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT.
That nigga quit. Damn.